It's alright.
Oh my god!
Yo, guys, what is up? Moxsy here in a Borderlands 3 video, and today we are doing another episode of my Trash or Pass series. Now, someone suggested that we call it Trash or Treasure because Trash or Pass sounds like two things that you wouldn't want to use. So, we're going to be calling it Trash or Treasure. If you have any feedback on that, leave it in the comments. But today we are going to be looking at the Juliet's Dazzle. Now, if you haven't watched this series before, we look at gear or weapons that is underutilized or undervalued and see if it's worth using or actually bottom of the barrel and shouldn't be used. Now, the Juliet's Dazzle is a Torgue assault rifle that drops as either cryo or normal damage and drops from Aurelia or in the Mayhem 4 takedown. You do not have to be on Mayhem 4, you just have to get it in the takedown. This has the special perk that when you kill an enemy, the weapon reloads itself, and today we are going to be testing it on our Firehose Moze build. If you haven't seen Firehose Moze, the description is, the link to it will be up at the top. Now, this weapon I don't see many people use. Unfortunately, I couldn't get my hands on a cryo version. And if you're wondering about this stuff, why I can't use these items, I'm currently offline. I haven't had Wi-Fi for 2 days at this point. So I'm going to have weapon videos out for the new Dazzle assault rifles that are buffed and other things, but I can't play with hotfixes on right now because I am offline and going through Borderlands withdrawal and streaming withdrawal. So pray for me in the chat. We're not streaming. Oh god. Alright, let's go. So this is the Juliet's Dazzle. Now, a lot of people don't actually know this, but when I made Firehose Moze, which is my most popular Moze build, I actually based the build off of the Juliet's Dazzle. Now, before I published the build, I wanted to see if there was any other better weapons to use, and I found the Kibsworth. Now, the Kibsworth is a great weapon, but if you don't have that, this is a really awesome substitute. We're going to be using a non-elemental version today. This is true takedown mode. These are our modifiers. With Juliet's Dazzle anointed for splash damage, we got shock damage transformer, cloning Manny tracker, last stand auto, and blast master. Now, this is kind of already biased a little bit because I actually love this weapon. And wanted to use this series as a tool to show you guys what this weapon can do. Now, it's not the most powerful weapon in the game. The fact that the only element you can drop on it is cryo does hurt the weapon because fire is kind of an awesome element in this game, especially on something that's doing a ton of splash damage. But it's a very strong weapon and synergizes really well not only with Firehose Moze, but also with a Blastmaster class mod. So if you don't know what the Blastmaster class mod does, is it gives you bonus splash damage the longer you hold down your trigger. Now, on our current setup, we have about 31 bullets in the mag, and if you aren't able to kill an enemy with 31 bullets, you're doing something wrong. But what this is allowing us to do is to never actually have to reload. You don't have to reload too much with the Kibsworth, but it does happen. The legendary perk of this weapon allows us to basically always fire, always keep up damage, always keep up our damage output, which allows us to constantly be able to... One second while I lost all my grenades for healing. So it's not like the most broken OP must-have weapon, but what it is it's very consistent, very solid, and very reliable. It's not a OP boss killer, but it works really, really well. and if you haven't checked it out yet, I really do recommend it, especially if you are a Moze player. The weapon's biggest weaknesses are its delayed or slow-moving projectiles, which are not the slowest things, but they're definitely not the fastest. The weapon also does have some significant kickback or recoil, and with all the splash that's going on, it's hard to get the weapon hitting crits. But once you get it rolling with the fire hose Moze setup, which is what I recommend for most Moze players, it does really well. I promise that not every piece of gear that we're going to be looking at is going to be a must-have, must-use. We are going to be looking at some trash gear that is actually trash. And if you have any of your favorite pieces of gear that you want me to take a look at, that you think is underutilized or undervalued, make sure to drop a comment about it. This is Mr. Kraken, kind of getting smushed right now. Like I said, not the craziest thing, but it's reliable, it's strong, and if this was cryo, it would be doing even more damage because of all the bonus effectiveness that cryo gets. The fact that we don't have a cryo one kind of sucks, but just wanted to show this off you guys. It's a short video. I will be back online, hopefully, by the time this video comes out. If you wouldn't be watching this video if my internet isn't fixed yet, so hope you guys enjoyed the short video. This is the Juliet Dazzle. It's a strong, reliable weapon. Try to get yourself a cryo one. The best anointment I would recommend on it is a 160 splash. 125 incendiary works really well. Now, a 125 incendiary I think would work with the, you get 2 mags of 125 incendiary, and I believe that would work with the anointment to always keep up 125, but I don't know if this weapon works like Deep Well, where it takes it from your reserves and actually counts as reloading, or not Deep Well, Dread. But if you do get 125 on that, that could be really powerful to always sustain 125 incendiary damage on this thing. It has a lot of potential, and I really do think is undervalued. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!